Hello. Today is day 6. I'm here to listen to a talk. So if you want to listen to the talk in a better in better quality, like as in like without interruptions, you should go over to the PJKT Twitch instead to watch it. Because it's probably better compared to what I have here. Because it's gonna be in my point of view, and you should go there and see the professional point of view. So, also look, my poster. See, that was cool. Excuse me if I sound tired. It's currently 7:52 in the morning. I usually don't wake up this time.
That was up there in a second. There was
work
video
up for the talent.
saying that. I hope got him.
Fair for
Maybe. Where does that transform?
I've got big plans. Very excited.
You just de-transform. You just
Oh, AstrixZ responded to me in a group chat. Have you seen my booth?
Unloads.
I haven't. I have no idea where my booth keeps moving. I hope to find it again someday. Every day it's a new adventure trying to find my booth. Sometimes it likes to climb up high, sometimes it likes
AstrixZ, are you
to
trying to speak?
Oh!
no collider there.
Because if you are... we can't hear you.
It's just like a behind the scenes video.
Yeah.
So I guess I can talk on stream, but I can't talk in game. My microphone's not working in game at all. I don't know why.
Wow. Okay. I'm gonna throw myself off this building now. Alright,
Hey, to be fair, it was your own.
I'm gonna
Hey, to be fair, it was your own choice to sign up to be in the events team.
You
Now
have
you're
so
stuck
much
with
to live for! Your life has meaning!
Sign up for that. They're such a good
jump.
friend. I care about them so much. I wanna do...
I heard someone yelling at a jump.
They're so sweet.
I'm being a hostage.
Now my face doesn't work.
They're holding themselves hostage.
Everything's not
Yeah, they're holding
working
themselves hostage.
properly. It's either my mic broken in game, or my face doesn't work. So that's great.
Well, I mean, to be fair, you're kind of the black lamb.
Yes. No, we can hear you.
Loud. So just a quick intro because I didn't know my microphone was dead. We're attending a talk at PJKT at the moment. This is day 6. So we're just gonna be here and we're gonna watch what Wolvich has to say for the event. And if you wanna watch a high quality version of this, go to PJKT's Twitch instead to watch it because it's better. And if I sound tired, I'm so sorry. It's like I woke up at 7 in the morning to be here. So I'm sorry if I sound tired.
Hello everyone! Welcome to media production of Project Community, a little bit behind the scenes. So, if you guys just arriving or been here for a while, I highly recommend, if you're in the world right now, open your menu by tapping up and down, go to live stream, and click the refresh button because I am going to have a PowerPoint right behind me. So if you want to see the PowerPoint, I highly recommend do so. Again, tap up and down on your joystick, go to live stream, and click the refresh button. If you're on desktop, press M on your keyboard. Again, as M on the keyboard. But those who are watching on the live stream instead, well, you're good. It's going to be showing right in front of you. And we'll let our our live stream engineer handle that for you. So they'll be switching back and forth between me and the PowerPoint. The team is what makes this community possible. Without them, Project Community wouldn't be here. work, they have made a lot of cool things within a couple months or less. Because it's just mind-blowing
Look, they made
how
awesome
much
shit.
they have done.
Made awesome shit. Oh.
So this includes, a lot of the infrastructure work that goes behind the scenes. We have to make sure we have stuff that keeps track of projects. Cloud storage is up to date. OBS prefab, so everyone easy to use. Optimizations for OBS. Multicam streaming with VRC CDN network. Tons of assets we have made. And also, with those assets, we had to develop catalogs so they can work with each other, or easier to browse for different artists to use. For example, let's say our art director, DevMap, needs to find something for his poster, like a graffiti art, instead of trying to go to like the world team and grab their assets, or go to livestream, grab whatever we make over here, he just looks at what we post in our little catalog book. Oh, I like that. Download, drag and drop to his Photoshop, put on a poster, and ship it. All that has to work fluent. We have to be a little bit of everything. Our media team has to be both a game studio and a multimedia production studio. So why do we keep it together while most other communities or productions keep it separate? Well, for our purposes, it makes sense to keep it together because it helps keep the theme and brand consistently, especially when we have a small team of volunteers. Also, this helps us be a little more creative. Instead of creating like one asset multiple times, just to work with different softwares, different ways of mediums, or different anything. It's easier for us to build one asset that can be reused multiple ways, like how I mentioned earlier with the art catalog, right? Let's take this spray, for example, and instead of just using it for marketing, let's toss it in our video. Let's also toss it in our live stream. Hey, world team, here you go. Have fun. Put it on the wall over there. So that helps, keep identity together. And at the same time, less work for all of us. It's there, let's use it. And that goes for the next thing I just mentioned, share the same resources and artistry. So, and with that, it also helps us keep the same artists that we had. So instead of having like 20 different artists, we can keep the same few artists that we have. And of course, easier communications. So with easier communications, it allows us to sit down and talk with each other, find new ways to like, hey, how can I make my video work for you, world team, or you live stream folks? How can we integrate together? How can we reuse it? And at the same time, while we're talking, we're learning from each other. What's best for them, what's best for her, and how can we find the medium ground? And with that comes with exploration, experimentation. We're all learning together how to make the best optimized video or product at the end of the day. And of course, this inspires a lot of hype and experiences among staff. They get inspired because we have a little section in our Discord called Staff Criticism and Review. And they just post their work, hey, do you like that? Or yay, nay, or maybe change that, And a lot of times what we end up seeing, what? Hold on, let me do that. Someone goes else, work on it, brings it, hey, how's this? Like, whoa, holy cow, damn, I love it, right? And then they go back and forth and make the final product, share the Photoshop file or Illustrator or GIMP, whatever. Just so it can be improved and just, everyone's happy about it. Everyone is able to work flawlessly together. It's just an endless hype train. And with all that hard work, as you can see, just around you, it left a huge impression. You know, not just last year's, but this year's. It gets getting better and better every year. So that's why we keep media team very heavily together and not separate to different departments. I know sometimes it can get confusing, but it works out. But with all that said, let's get actually nitty-gritty. One of the things that a lot of people tend to ask me is how we do our live streams. So, a little fun fact, our live streams ain't normal. Not one bit.
Normal.
Because we do a multicam. And this multicam, it allows us to go to different worlds, different community events, and live stream in a way where we can actually highlight the community itself or create memories out of it.
Normal.
Because we're no longer relying on their system. Even if they don't have one, we're ready to go. But honestly, we're not the first ones who have made this multicam system. In fact, I gotta give big thanks to VCat. They're the ones that kind of inspired this whole process, especially to Lung and Lil Bagel. Back then, when we first started on it, it was just a simple DJ system with VRCDN, where each DJ has to take a turn of the feed, where we have to tell them, hey, okay, stop your feed, or silent, you're next, you know, start streaming to me, alright, once their DJ event ends, alright, in your stream, alright, Wally Pixel, you're good to go, start streaming, you're good, alright, start DJing. You know, we at Project Community weren't the first ones at all. VCat was the first one. They, back then, when we first started, you know, it was only one DJ at a time can stream to us, and we can reship it out. And we have to wait until the said DJ is done with their event, told them to end stream, and the next DJ goes on. So, anyways, we decided to take that idea and let's see how can we make this not stop the stream at all. You know, keep it flowing. You know, from all parties around. So when we used to be at VRCon, we finally found a way for private keys when VRCDN decided to update their system a little more and allow us to experiment a little bit with it. So now we're able to capture from different folks at the same time and ship it directly to us, so we can capture the feed and select which camera is the best view at any moment and put our overlays and ship it out to Twitch. As the years went by, we made it more advanced. So the question is, how can we get, you know, people who want to show a PowerPoint like me here today on stage separate from everyone else, but yet the stream's still able to see it? So what we end up doing is keep almost the same exact system, but add a couple layers to it. So now the event host like me on the very top right here is streaming directly to the server, then shipped it out to the master instance, which all of you guys are in this world are the master instance. At the same time, Emma over here, who's live streaming this whole thing for us, is capturing the same feed from the server and also all the other camera crew that's around her right now, capturing their feed and choosing when to switch at any moment, put the overlay on. Then from there, we shipped it to the server, goes to Twitch, and for anyone who's on Quest, before the VRChat update allowed Twitch and YouTube to work on the platform, we also shipped it directly to all the worlds via the CDN. So, we didn't stop innovating there. We actually expanded even more. Because one of the main problems with that system was if our stream engineer ever went down, that was end of stream. We gotta wait until they come back online to reboot the whole thing. So, instead, everything's mostly the same, but now there's always 2 people at any moment that can take over. So, let's say Emma over here lost power instantly. Vanessa, that was on stage a moment ago, can take over in a few seconds and never miss a beat. And that's how we do our stuff today. Also, we kind of do some more advanced things this year, but we're still experimenting. And maybe I'm explaining it down the road. Who knows? But that's the core of the whole system.
That's cool.
So, some of you guys, how does this look on our end? Well, it can be very chaotic.
Chaotic.
This is a prime example when we're streaming last year's PvP event with the Krieg, the Daleks, the Blood Ravens, and United Republic. We had 7 camera people on set streaming their feed to us, and I get to select which feed of theirs, make sure the audio is good, put the overlays, and ship it to the CDN, and the CDN does the rest of spreading the feed.
We were all losing frames in that.
And what makes it easier for us as a showrunner or stream engineer, I highly recommend a Gato Stream Deck or some sort of visual mixer device on your desk, so you can go in and just press a button to change scene at any moment. But with all this complexity, yeah, we keep pushing CDN. Big thanks to Jazzy for making this possible and all of their hard work over there, that, you know, we're able to do this stuff for all of you guys. But I believe this is the first year that they're not stressing over this anymore. I have not gotten a single message yet saying, like, hold on, stop, you know, slow down, nothing like that. So I'm happy that we've finally gone through the hard phase. That's just some of the behind the scenes. Now, how do we manage all this?
Yeah, how manage so much stuff.
So, first things we need to get through is, like I mentioned earlier, this is all volunteers. So we're not getting paid to do any of this.
Okay.
All the tools that we're developing are still in active development. And we are still exploring and fine-tuning our craftsmanships. None of this information is available to us out there. We try Googling it. We try to look at YouTube, the whole 9 yards. The problem is, you need to know someone in an industry to do that stuff. And luckily, thanks to Chris and a few others that's in our team, it's been helping us along the way to make this possible. The hardest gap that we have is in the industry, they're obviously using thousands and thousands of dollars of equipment and software. That's something that is unattainable to us today. Hopefully, down the road, we can get to that point. But for now, we're either building a lot of stuff internally to make this work, or using royalty-free stuff like OBS, or very low cost like VRCDN to help us to achieve those goals that normally a large production studio like NFL does all the time. So, with that, anything can go wrong. Anything. The goal is always treat it that's going to happen. It's always going to be unexpected. Be ready to adapt. And also, don't stress. Because when you stress, everything goes to shit.
Mm.
Because you're now overlooking things. You're starting to panic. You know, things are happening left and right, and you're starting to make more and more mistakes along the way. And the goal is unwind for a moment. Take a step back. Let someone else take over. Or just take a deep breath. Because at the end of the day, there's always a workaround. Most of the mistakes that you make on stream, no one will ever notice. And, you know, it's bound to happen. So, just work through it, and it will self-adjust itself, or just find a new way or new angle to avoid that error.
Mm.
And, of course, communication is key. Today, you know, we gotta do what we have today.
Mm.
And like I said, this is not one-man show. Don't be afraid of new things. And it's always capture the moment. You know, it's not a show for us. It's a show for everyone.
Mm.
It's your guys' memories.
Mm.
And lastly, we are human.
Human.
But enough about me. I would like to invite all of Media Team to come on stage and share their experiences.
Mm.
So, Media Team, come on stage.
Oh, nearly. That'd be me in it.
That was funny.
Here we go.
Touch to go first. Hi, Wolveeps.
Hello.
What's with them?
Hello.
Alright.
Greetings and
You wanna
salutations.
go for... Yes. Okay, I'm not used to seeing you guys in your quest avatars. Gersey, your fallback looks good. Keep it up. Thank you. But anyways,
yeah.
Once I work on the 3.0 version of this avatar, I'm gonna look into getting the Quest 1 ready.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Indeed. But anyways, I'll
Probably
let
should
Yuki
do.
go up first.
Oh.
By the way,
Oh my god, I like.
yeah, welcome to my world. But anyways, Yuki is our social media and media
Administration secretary. Just
Administration
call me
chat-
a secretary.
basically. She basically handles a lot of the documentation and the paperwork side of things that a lot of us don't like dealing with. So,
Hell yeah.
here you go.
I'm like the only person in the media team who likes dealing with administration and Google Docs and Excel sheets and whatsoever. So yeah, that's my job. For example, the representatives of the communities around. I was one of the people who were reaching out to that. You know, when we accepted you into being an actual representative. So yeah, that's my job around the media team. Hello. Anyways, I've been in PJKT as a staff. Ooh, oh my god. Loading Sayuri's avatar just lagged me. Anyways, I was in media team staff of PJKT since a little bit like 2 weeks before PJKT Fest started last year, and it's been a ride. Honestly, best thing ever. I am so glad that I joined this team, and working alongside with Wolveeps, Deathmap, and everyone else in this team has been a wonderful experience. And basically, I became a team lead January this year, I think. Basically, around the beginning of the year, and can't complain. Love working with this team whatsoever. The background of, you know, you saw all the live stream stuff. It still blows my mind. I still cannot comprehend it myself how they do that. I still have no idea how they do that, honestly. So whatever you guys were hearing here was also my first time. But yeah, I love working for PJKT. I love working with these people, and you know, if anyone of you could, for example, be even interested in working along with us, we're still accepting people. You know, we have a lot of free spaces.
Indeed.
Ooh.
All right. I'm gonna go back and forth. So next to me is Vanessa. Vanessa is our media producer team lead. So go ahead, speak.
Yes, hello. I am mainly tasked with the music production side of things as well as video productions. I am the one that, if you ever were to become part of the team, as Yuki mentioned, you'd mainly go through me in terms of allocating projects. Whenever we need resources for something, I am kind of the first to notify our team. And when it comes to all of that situation, I mean, like, there's a lot that goes into behind the scenes of our media production. Like, it's not just, a simple, even with the allocation, we don't try to force people to work on projects they don't want to work on since it is a volunteer job. So what we opt in to do is actually a more of a volunteer-based system where we will have a list of projects for you, and then you get to go and basically say, raise your hand and say, hey, I want to work on this, and then you become one of our allocated members for that resource. It also applies to that with our communities. As being a member of the business team as well as media team, I work as a advocate for both. Essentially, working as a way to get in contact with these communities and get into a lot of the bigger projects, mostly resulting around video production and things like that. Like, for example, if you watched our opening ceremony, as well as something we did last year for the opening ceremony, we included adverts to show off different events and different communities that were participating in our events, and that was something I worked in tandem with them to create the videos for. And obviously, like, the way a lot of our systems work is meant to be something to allow you guys to not only have fun with what you do, but also allows it to have a lot of breathing room. We don't give anyone as much of last minute stuff as much as we do ourselves. Veeps, you and I can attest for that. But yes, we never want to make sure it seems like a super stressful environment, and we try to guarantee all of you guys are able to have a level of fun whenever you work with us. And I try to hold to that notion as much as I can whenever we have new recruits, and even with people that have been with us since the beginning.
Alrighty. 1-2-step, you want to go next?
Sure, I can go next. Well, as you just heard, my name is 1-2-step. I've been here for now a little bit longer than a year. However, I've been working with a team of PJKT for quite some time now, as I stumbled upon them over the last years through multiple events that I've been doing as a musician. This is basically the way that I got into PJKT as well. I did create concerts in VRChat, and this is what you saw of me just some days ago at the opening event. I created a music event so we can start with quite some hype into the whole event. And next to doing those music events for PJKT, I also work here as an artist. So when you look around, there's quite some graffitis at the walls that you can see. Those things need to be created. Those things need to be fit into the world. I'm not part of the team that fits them into the world, but I'm part of the team that creates those. And I also do create the posters for social medias, which you saw over the days indicating this event, together with other group members of the media team. So we always need some more people that do those creative works. So if there's some if there's some of you that really love that kind of stuff, feel free to message us. We always need some more.
Indeed.
But it's also, sorry, it's also really good, as Veeps mentioned earlier, that there's always so much interaction in between the sections. Like when Veeps needs something for that section of videos, or if Vanessa needs something for videos or anything related to art, then it's really easy to communicate with each other, and that's the biggest part of, I think one of the biggest strong points of this team is that we all work together because we like doing what we do.
That's cool. Mm-hmm.
Indeed. Thank you, One Two Step. Just a quick clarification. I forgot to mention before letting me speak. Also, Spades, I'm sorry if I butchered this. One Two Step is our concert coordinator for our events team, and he's also our one of our main artists in the art side of things of media.
Oh, thank you.
Did I got that correct? Did I got that correct?
Yeah, you got that correct.
Sweet. Alrighty, back to this side. Novid. Novid is actually many things in our media department. They're both editor, production, actor, our voice announcers, and of course, one of the people on the art team. Go ahead, take it away.
Well, yeah, as Wolveeve said, my name's Novid, and I do a lot of things when it comes to media productions and art. A lot of the graphics that you may have seen in the 2023, as well as a couple in this year's festival world, I made them myself. Anything from event posters to informational graphics. A lot of what you may have saw on the Twitter, some of the little shorts that were edited for the countdown, the 7 days on. I was one of the editors, mainly filmed by Emma Torch, who's one of our kid people for this live stream as I speak. And I would say the 40-minute intro into the opening ceremony, that was my project for this fest. Yes, so mainly using the footage from all the videographers, I slapped them all together and try to get as many cool camera drone shots into a 40-minute montage as much available, including all of the amazing community trailers that were submitted. It was a lot of work, but as unfortunately a little behind the scenes stuff, it was the night before when the world was finally ready to record, and me and 4 other people, we all got, hands down to the ground, started filming everything that we could. I'll say me and Wolveeps actually stayed up all night to get the entire opening ceremony done the night before. It was definitely an experience to say the least.
You both worked your butt off for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah. None of us got. So when you saw the opening ceremony, literally, we're all dead tired. We have not slept even while we're live. We're like what, 20 hours in awake at that moment.
Oh, longer than that.
Yeah,
Easily
no,
longer than that.
Yeah.
Hey, but give yourselves a pat on the back though. It was worth it. All right, you guys did an amazing job with that. Like,
Indeed.
you guys do deserve all the credit for getting that done.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, and
continue. Nolan.
yeah, and just to quickly touch on some other things. As Wolvies had said, I do voice announcing. I do. There is something that isn't added yet. It might be added yet. We don't know whether or not it'll be added yet, so I don't want to spoil it. Even though it may have been spoiled on a certain collab TikTok that may have been made, that was my fault. I may have leaked my own project, but
you can say it because it's I already teased that a while ago on our Twitter a few times, so that was
true. So
Yeah,
the
but it's not in
idea
the
of what
world.
was going to happen, the idea of what was going to happen in the spawn area, everyone should know how it's silent in the spawn area. I had made a chime and a train conductor voice saying, welcome, next stop is going to be, PJKT Hub, or, other lines, and thanks to Wolveeps for getting some editing done on that. As most of you probably saw with the pool parlor tournament, I also do commentate. It is a newer venture in what I do. I think that's everything. Oh, I guess the last thing that was already kind of showcased up on the PowerPoint. That list of communities that was all gathered
right behind you.
It's there.
That long list of over 100 and how Many logos. Yeah, I was the one that put that together. I had to DM a lot of people. I was like, guys, you guys need to submit your stuff. So that was one of the other things I worked on. But yeah, that's me, and I do a lot of things. That's pretty much it.
Relatable.
Beautiful, beautiful. By the way, we still gotta animate that. By the way, I'm not looking forward to that. I might do that on the 4th.
Oh boy.
But anyways, welcome DefMap, our art director. Sorry, a director of the art team. For art crew, whatever you want to call it. Your team of the day.
Hello everyone. I am co-director of the media team. I do the art team lead around here. I kind of like I'm known for making logos for events and like some kind of like avatar creators, some groups and so on. It basically kind of like I help Wolbeeps a lot when it comes onto the vision. Actually, kind of like the whole graffiti style came out of one of my concepts that everybody just really enjoyed, and I was like, wait a second, we can polish this a little bit more, and everybody was like, but this is who we are, and I was like, okay, let's go then. Like everybody got passionate about it. I'm really happy about that. And then, like, obviously, like, I have been here, like, also working, helping, doing some illustrations. I handle a lot and supervise a lot when it comes down to signs, billboards, posters, social media. I even, like, with help of Yuki over here, I get to plan some weekly, well, no, sorry, not weekly, monthly photo shoots, either with the staff or even the representatives of some groups. We invite them and have kind of like photo shoots, like spring photo shoot, Valentine's Day photo shoot. We had a winter
Summer,
photo shoot that it was
Christmas,
this
Halloween.
Summer. Yeah, it was really. They are really cool, and kind of like came up with that also to bring people together outside of the festival. On those areas, I kind of like help a lot spearheading. And originally, I gotta say that I was like one of the first bodies that wanted to join and help Wolbeeps and the directors at PJKT. But I started as a team lead. I kind of like the only person that worked its way into the stair onto the next step. But outside of that, I have taken this as a big responsibility, trying to listen to everybody on my team. We do have to like go back and forward to learn from each other a lot. Like 1-2 Step and we do have like this gimmick of, hey, here's this, and I go, what about that? And he's like, yeah, but have you talked about this actually? And I was like, yeah, I probably should think about that. Like we do learn from each other within our team, and I'm really happy to have everybody here that's next to me, and even the ones that couldn't get in here to be part of the team. I know that some of them is because life or work or everything else, but I am too fortunate. Like even if they have only kind of like help in 1 or 2 projects here and there, out of the multiple things that we do all around PJKT, this team, I couldn't desire better people to work with, honestly.
Thank you, DefMap. Those are wonderful words. Thank you.
I want to add a little thing towards the photo shoots. You guys heard DefMap about like we schedule photo shoots together, right? So community representatives who are in the crowd or on the live stream listening to the VOD, you know, keep your eyes out on the representatives' announcements in our server, because I will be pinging you guys when we need you on a photo shoot. So you guys better be ready, because that will be
Oh,
happening.
my.
Oh my god.
Oh,
I am back. Yeah, keep your eyes out there because I will need you guys and I will be pinging you. I swear.
Just a small reminder, by the way, if you're just popping in this event right now, please make sure you're in a medium or better avatar, just to make sure that we can reduce the lag here. On top of that, just a little add-on to that, yes, please pay attention to the reps announcements, if there are any reps in here or in the live stream, whatever, because not only do we do the announcement for the photo shoots, but we also occasionally have announcements to get you guys involved with video productions. So if you guys are wanting to participate in those, please make sure that you're paying attention to that announcements tab. It is very important to us. It is our main line of communication to you guys.
Absolutely.
Indeed. Alrighty. Condra, you're up next. Go ahead and take the stage. By the way, Condra's part of our media productions and social team.
Yes, as Obi said, I am part of the media production and the social team. And fun fact, at first, during the first years of PJKT, like right after it, I ended up volunteering to be part of the media team because of how amazing this amazing fest was. And again, this year it's been amazing. And to talk about my experience for media production, at first I volunteered as an editor, and clearly so much has happened. And but at the end of the day, I ended up volunteering for anything that is like video productions and even the seasonal photo shoots that happens hosted by Yuki. And I mean, again, I'm really nervous. I'm sorry.
All good. All good.
You're fine. You're fine. You're fine.
Yeah, like, this is the first time I'm speaking for the media team, honestly, and it's been a great volunteering experience. And I mean, even though what I initially wanted to do wasn't what I had planned, I still have a great experience for like volunteering and helping out, especially Wolverines, making this possible. And I wouldn't be proud of myself that I volunteered to help. Because again, this is in fact volunteer work.
That's cool.
Indeed. So, without you, Condra, some of this stuff wouldn't be here without you as well. So, thank you again for all your hard work. Same from the rest
That
of you
applies
here.
to all of you here. Yeah, I was gonna say that applies to everyone that's on this stage currently. If it wasn't for your guys'
Aw, thank
hard
you.
work and passion, we would
Even
not
the one
have
from
reached the
French,
level
yeah.
that we've had. Including, all the media team members that are out there as well, and like also maybe on the stream or just in the other public instances. We would not have done it without our team. So honestly, we talk about all the achievements that the people just on stage has done, but there's so much more of you out there that are not at this event right now that has done so much for us. So thank you.
Exactly. There's about 40 of us on the team, by the way. That's grand total.
It is
But
live.
anyways, our newest member, how you pronounce your name? Surreal Pastel? Did I got that correct?
Sayuri.
Sayuri Pastel.
Sayuri. But you can always
Sorry,
call
sorry,
me
it's your
Yuri.
name. Alright. So, anyways,
Dyslexia,
There's probably too
man.
many years out there.
yep.
Yeah. But hello.
Yeah, I'll be part of that.
Hello, I am Sayuri. I've been a member of the project since Easter, I believe. Yes. I am a part of the media team and I also help with the live stream crew. If you ever see me floating around, I'm doing the live stream along with this one as well.
Don't forget you're part of my music team as well. Like I get to
Yes,
take
as
some
well,
pride
yes.
in that.
Yes, I'm also part of the music team as well. I'm not very good with public speaking, so I'm very sorry. But
all good, all good.
I'm excited to be a part of this as well. And ever since I have joined, it has been a very friendly and welcoming community. So I'm really excited to see what the years may come in the future.
Mhm.
Hopefully we can
Thank you.
slightly before we start the
You're
Alrighty.
welcome.
Up next is Pi. One of our main artists that does a lot of the graffiti art here, including a couple of custom posters. Let me actually switch so you can actually see someone's work.
Oh.
So, as the PowerPoint catches up on the stream, he has done the toothbrush graffiti, his own graffiti here. Then you got Knuckles, and the two posters that you see right here of HorrorCon.
Oh yeah.
Also the banner.
Banner,
The
yes,
banner
Apparently
for
my,
Twitch. Yeah.
unfortunately, my thing is borked. Oh no.
Yeah, that's me.
Oh yeah,
just hitting them with
like I said, like he helped a lot when it comes to art, so I can't give him any more props than that. You filled my PowerPoint.
I'll just pretend I'm seeing what you guys are seeing.
I gotta say thank you for hitting me with the Keanu Reeves, and check this out. But hi, hello, yeah. I do some art things for my little parapet. It's very hard to find a office chair that is little guy accessible, but what can you do, you know? But I do a pretty good crackerjack job beside it. I usually use Clip Studio Paint, and yeah, I've done like commissions before, and I got to show some of my. The application process was pretty straightforward. I got to show off a little bit of my portfolio, go in for an interview, and apparently I'm quite a force of charisma because I got the gig, wouldn't you know? And it worked out pretty well. As far as the experience of working under these folks, I'd say it's pretty solid. They're very good at communicating. You gotta, once you reach out to them, just making sure to coordinate with your team leaders is very strong. They also leave a lot of artistic. They leave a lot of artistic room. Very often, especially with the sprays you see around. They usually just ask for a subject matter, and then I kind of just go ham from there. It's pretty straight. I mean, honestly, I probably have one of the most straightforward jobs in PJKT, if I'm candid. But yeah, I don't think I have anything else to really add. Is there any other questions you have for me?
No, that's about it. So, but no, it's been a wonderful experience working with you, and Deckmap cannot speak highly enough of you. I know that.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
I think a lot of us can. I mean, Pi is such a versatile person and able to drop almost everything to work with us, and it's amazing to have members like that.
Well, let's color me pink.
And lastly, our second team lead of productions and long-form content is Gurzibo. And also, they do a lot of experimentation for us as well. So they're part of the research and development department.
Hey everybody! Yeah, I'm Gerzivo. I'm one of the media team leads over at Project Community, and yeah, I get to help out with a lot of the video production side of things, helping out with creating content that really helps put the PJKT name out there, and as well as research and development, really just staying on top of trends, things are going on out in the media and entertainment industry, and just seeing how we can take some of those trends and apply it here in the virtual space. And as someone who studied filmmaking and video production and things like that, oh my! But it's been wonderful being able to just kind of apply what I know and see what we can do to help push the boundaries of what's possible here in the VR space. and I've been with PJKT since really around the beginning, really, and working with everybody has been just absolutely fantastic. I get to learn from people across different walks of life, different specialties, different areas, and it's really cool just being able to just collaborate with these people and just being able to maybe just take some graphics from the arts and graphics team and be able to apply them into some PJKT videos that you guys may see over on our YouTube page and socials.
An extra thanks kind of deal. We kind of like are really thanking ourselves a lot, but honestly, like we already did like all this media work, but we gotta still thank our developer team and our map creators and our events directors and hosts, because after we finish our part, they come together too. And they basically grab everything that we did and just put it together with pure freaking magic, honestly, because there's no way that they can actually like put all of this together, like from the events that you guys have been enjoying to all the world, like it's fantastic when I managed to see that, hey, that poster was made by my team, hey, that graffiti was made by Pi, that graffiti was made by 1-2, that poster was Novitz, and so on and so forth. Listening to the tracks that are on the background, both in the live stream and the in the world, made by our own musicians, and it's really fantastic, honestly, that everybody gets to enjoy this. And obviously having the events team, like after all of this is done, like they freaking extend this huge platform to all the communities to showcase what they are doing here in virtual reality. Yeah. Sorry if I stole that last line. But yeah.
You good? No, you're good. You're good.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, with all that said, I believe it's time for their turn. Everyone, it's Q&A.
For those of you who watch my entire stream, thanks. You guys managed to hear the entire talk alongside with me and a few of the people here. But if you were not able to, I will not be including it in the VOD because I want you guys to go over to the PJKT Twitch channel to watch it for yourself. I want you to go over there to watch it by yourself. I will not be including the entire talk in the VOD. So if you do want to see that, then you go over there to review what I'm going to go get some food. I have been here since 7 in the morning, so I'm gonna go get some food and I'm gonna go back to my booth.
Because, you know, there's still a couple more things with that schedule and all of the voting functions.
It's been whatever for a while. We've been good over the past like year, so that's
Hello, welcome to my booth. I was just about to go and have food, but I'll give you a quick run before I disappear to go get some food because I've been here since 7 in the morning. It's currently 10, almost 11, and I haven't eaten yet. But I usually would be in my full body, but I didn't want to wear it during the talk because I don't want the trackers to die. But here, let me tell you what the booth is about if you would like. Sorry if I sound a bit tired. I've been awake for a few hours. So, as you can see over here, these are the events that we've had this year. One of them on the top here is one that we did to celebrate spring. It's a Sakura picnic event that we did to celebrate Hanami. The one over here is a big birthday celebration that we had all together. The two in the middle is a virtual summer cruise that we did. So during the virtual summer cruises, we kind of went on a virtual cruise ship, and we went to go on different summer activities. That includes like a cruise ship and the water not cruise ship, jet ski and the water park. And this one over here is a rave that we had. We invited some DJs to come, and everybody had a good time playing and stuff like that. And this over here is a game that we completed that had a time limit, and we managed to finish it on time. In the coming weeks or so, we have 2 tournaments. One of them is a boxing tournament hosted by one of the content creators in our circle, and the other one is a chess tournament that I believe is now currently in collaboration with the VR Chess Club, because they reached out to us. And in the coming months or so, we have a lot more thematic events like this. On doing I lagged out there. We are currently planning on doing Halloween events, winter events, and more other stuff that I can't really cover right now. If you would like to join, you can either click either that poster or this poster, and if you want, you can take a picture with the Polaroid. Do you want to take a picture with me with the Polaroid before I go and disappear and eat food? You have to... I can't technically stand right because, fun fact, I'm actually sitting in a small crevice in my bed because I had to sit next to my charger because my Oculus charger is not functional at the moment, so I had to use a different charger. There we go. That was the wrong button. Thank you. Do you have Twitter? I'll tag you on Twitter if you have Twitter. Oh, did you type something? I can't see it. No? It's okay. I'll post it. I'll post it on Twitter. And if you see yourself, then thank you for coming. I hope to see you at one of our events. Hopefully, possibly, maybe.